welcome again. It's your boy Rar Extreme, and well, we're here in Green Hell. This is actually survival mode, and let's go ahead and start a new episode. All right, so we're in day one. Basically, we don't have anything, so we need to start going adventuring, checking the places, and probably let's try and build. Locate where we'll be building our first base. I have a few spots in mind. This is survival mode, so we're in the older maps of Green Hell, so we can try and sneak into the new maps coming from Spirit of Amazonia. That is, I believe it's open. You can access that in survival mode. Alright, let me just go ahead and grab some ropes. But right now, we're just going to have a relaxed and chill fun here in this new survival series. So I'm just trying to locate where I am. Oh, okay, so this is like the small armadillo. If we go straight here, down that path, straight there, I believe this is like jaguar territory. But if we go down there, we should be able to find the first camp coming from the story. So let me just go to this other side. I believe it's going to be safer here than that other side. Let me just go ahead and get as much stones as possible. And we'll go to the first camp via this route here. No Monstera. They have to be careful where you're running. Make sure to look at the ground, since one, spiders will poison you, end up with a fever. It's not the end of the game, but well, you need a bunch of stuff to get through to that. The same as snakes, so you have to be careful with that. And of course, since it's the start of the game, there's a lot of gathering that we'd have to do. Alright, so these blue mushrooms will be quite helpful. And as you've heard, we already have the pigs here at the back. Oh, let me get this Monstera fruit right here. And we're basically in the first camp. Alright, so this is still jaguar territory. They spawn there at the back, and then they'll try to prowl and attack you here inside the base. Across that river there as well is their territory. So we'd have to be careful. This is not the best place to start, but this is quite often where you will end up with. So in survival mode, you will be spawned somewhere around that area there, back there. And most likely this is the place that you'll first find or discover. Okay, so what's our first agenda? I don't know. I don't want to rush the game like how I used to do survival mode. So if I'm not recording, like back in the days, if I play this in survival mode, so I'll come to this camp, fill myself with armors using these banana leaves and the banana trees there, and the bones that I can get from the pigs and this totem pole here. And then I'll go ahead and rush to get to the next location, which is the drug factory. Then once I loot everything from the drug factory, I'll before evening, I'd have to be in the lakeside or riverside port, and that's where I build my first base. In this series, let's try to see if we can go to the riverside port, but let's see if we can do that without gearing ourselves too much. So we'll not rush the armors, we'll not rush everything. So we'll just do it in a nice, relaxing, and slow pace. So first, I'd want to craft something for the fire. Plank and a small stake for a hand drill. It's not the best. It's not the ideal one since it's heavy. But hey, sometimes I like to get fancy. Alright, so let's do that with a rope just to get our first stone spear going. Let me put this bone knife here. In this slot, let's make another one of these stone blades and another spear perhaps, and then let's make an axe. Rope. Okay. Then just the basic axe will do, yeah. So we'll make do with the spears for now. And we will not be making armors and stuff, so we'll just go ahead and venture forth. Hopefully we survive until the third POI that we're planning to get to. Oh. There we go. Just get the trap here. Get the bananas, and we're off. It's not ideal not to build your armor. Reason is we're playing in King of the Jungle, so it's basically the hardest difficulty without permadeath. Oh, let me get these red caps just in case we need to drink water from like unsafe sources, like, you know, like just the river or something. But alright, so through here, I like to take the path down the river to get to the drug lab or drug factory. I always check the monstera plants if there are any fruits. Great source of carbohydrates, some proteins, and a lot of energy. These ones we can just eat right now because we have the blue mushrooms. Basically the same, gives you carbohydrate and more energy. So we'll just go through here, side of the river. And this area here that we'll arrive at is jaguar territory again. So they roam here in this dried up river. So just make sure to listen and look around. Okay. So it's gonna be hard to treat lacerations coming from the wounds that the jaguar or the big cats will give you in the early stages, since you're just in your gathering phase. So this is the drug lab. Hopefully we get a lot of tribal arrows here. Let's see. So the spawns are random as well. Like right now, we're not lucky. There are no tribal arrows in these areas, so usually you'll see like tribal arrows stuck in these planks as if like the locals had attacked whoever was here before, but we don't get any. So let's just grab the map and this pot right here. It's gonna be for our water collection. I'll just grab some of the coals, get the water collector blueprint here. So if I will be setting up a base here, so this is where I'll place my fire, since it's going to be protected from the rain, especially during rainy seasons. I'll put the pot under here so that it starts collecting the water. And okay, so no random spawns of the machete or iron hatchet here. Alright, so let's start looting. So these are food. None there. You can sleep here. Bone knife. Oh, okay. So we have our rusty machete. I'll drop the spear. Then we'll go melee. Usually in these first parts, I always just go melee even with giant cats like the puma or your jaguar. The reason is it's just more convenient, so you just need to damage them and then they'll retreat. I don't hunt that much until I reach the next location, which is our riverside port. There's an ant nest, I believe, around here. So this is a good spot as well if you're going to set up. You'll wait for the armadillo to spawn, or you'll get the tapirs there and the piggies in the river where we came from. And yeah, build yourself a full armor set of bones and armadillo stuff. Yeah. And you're near these bamboo trees. Oh, there's a beehive right there. We don't want to go there. So we'll just go through the bamboo forest here. Arrive at like some kind of an oasis here in the middle. Well, this is the middle of the jungle, so it's not an oasis. But yeah, this spring thing here in the middle. And where we want to go, we already have the map. But I think if memory serves me well, it's been quite some time since I've played this game, but if memory serves me well, if we go here, we'll eventually get to the big river. Oh, ants! Fuck. So I got some rashes there. Not ideal, but yeah, basically that's the river. And we just need to go ahead and get down there. Follow the river to get to the port. So I'll just grab this Mulinaria, you know, for bandage reasons. Know what? Let's go ahead and start crafting those bandages. Yeah, all of it. Here we go. All right. Okay. Just checking on supplies. There's a snake or a rattlesnake around here. There we go. Almost got bitten. Alright, so if you follow this river towards that direction, at the very far end of that, you'll find Wilson. Here you see that's a caiman. We wouldn't want to aggro him. We don't want to kill him just yet. It's very easy to kill the caiman, but there's no benefit for us as of now. We go down here to this riverbank. So if we go right, and you heard that, see, there's another caiman spawn here. So we'll not bother with him. We'll just go straight down here. There's no benefit for us in killing him. Then we'll just go ahead and climb up here. So we'll try to reach the other side here of this, basically this land area. It's still the river bend, still the main river. It's the main Amazon River, but so see there, that's like a bamboo forest. Very ideal. Oh, we got coconut. That's lucky. Stamina. Alright. Then we'll bring the coconut here to this dock area. Alright. And this is where we will be building our first base. Charcoal. Then you can just drop your stuff here inside this blue basket if you want. Like cans. Put it there on the table. Chips. There. Stuff that doesn't spoil. So basically these modern food. They don't spoil, so it's good to keep them around. And then these monstera fruit doesn't spoil as well, so which is very nice. You can keep that there. The other stuff you need to consume since they do have like an expiry, so they decay. Like for this banana, it's a day and 19 hours left. Mushrooms is just 22 hours. Coconut, we'll go ahead and consume that. So we'll put this below the filter here, and yeah, we'll go ahead and set up our base. This is a spawn area for an armadillo as well. That's why this is a very ideal. Oh, I can hear it now actually. Yeah, there it is. So if you want to equip the armadillo armors, you can set up your base here and then basically check this on a daily. If it spawns, you'll have a fish trap there. And yeah, let's go ahead and set up a few things. So here's a filter. So we can put the pot under there. And basically you just put dirty water on top. It filters and then fills the pot at the bottom. Also fills whenever it rains. So that's good to know, or good to have in your base if you're having troubles with water. Now for the coconut, we'll drink it. Smack. Smack. I like to smack instead of just harvest. Then I'll eat it off the ground. And then basically do that. Now we have additional water source. If it rains, this fills. We can drink clean water from there. Next, I'll build my fire under here for the very first fire that I build. Small fire here. Because if you build it here, you see the tarp here, it protects the fire from the rain. You can basically have a fire going there. Even if it's raining, it doesn't go out. Oh, dead parrot. Of course, we'll harvest that. That'll give us feathers. So that's for our initial arrows. Since we'll be setting up for range combat now for hunting and defense. This area as well is very ideal because rarely do the tribes venture this way. And I don't think I've ever been attacked by a big cat around in this base or in this area. So this is a very great place to start your first large base in Green Hell. Now the thing about Green Hell that I like is that you don't have, or well, you're forced not to stay in a single location. Or you can actually get the large like underground root crop there. Good for carbohydrates. All right, so what was I saying? All right, so for Green Hell, you're not actually forced to stay in a single location. It's not encouraged, since the best way to play the game is like build a base somewhere. Once you have a base created, you don't have to expand and create like a huge fort. You can if you want, but basically the game will want you to explore. The reason is well, not much activity will happen if you stay in a single spot. Let's actually put some bait here. There you go. So it forces you to explore the area. What I mean by that is that if you want like activities to do in the game, not just building all day, all night, for hours on end, if you want real activities, you will have to explore. So just build a base in an area that you're comfortable with, that you can return to every time. Like for example, here in this port area. So build a base here, explore, explore, and then once you're all equipped and you want to explore more, go to the next map. So if we pull up the map here, so this burnt up area, you can actually go through Lambda A here and then venture to the second map, or you can build and complete the bridge here in this I think it's in this area. Go to the second map, and on your second map, build your second base. On the third map, build your third base. So on, and that's how the game ideally is being played. Since if you just build one large base, for example, here in this area, you build your large base here, and then you explore the map, you will be, well, not forced, but you will have to build like smaller camps all around the 3 maps just to save the game. Or oh, I don't have any dry leaves yet. Okay, so just to like progress and have a save point somewhere, you have to build smaller shelters elsewhere. If you will just build like one giant fort somewhere, I mean, you can do that. It's not a problem at all, but ideally you would want like medium-sized bases for each map so that it'll be easier for you to explore fully the each map, and you have a base to return to every time you need to. Okay, so let's just check for leeches. Okay, oh, there's a bunch here. Awesome. Okay, nutrition, we'll need just protein, bit of water and fat. We're still good. So what do we want to build here? So probably let's make, oh, so these are the new stuff. So this is the elevator. If you build like you can actually build platforms in some of the trees and then build your base up in the air. That'll be safe from, that's the safest place to build the base against the natives and the big cats. But I just want to build a normal frame here. This is where I'll put my smoking or drying rack, whichever. I think better smoking. Takes a few days to dry stuff. But for smoking, it's faster. So I prefer smoking. Oh, is the meat cooked? Alright. Just eat the fruit. Oh, I'll leave one just in case. I don't need that much. Alright, so we'll need logs. Okay, so these logs can spawn mushrooms, but you can also destroy these logs to get the logs inside. So just in case you need whatever you think will be best, if it's your permanent base, I would recommend you keeping some of those stumps down. But if you don't need the random mushroom spawns, if you're all good with food and stuff in your base, then just tear them down and make use of the logs. Okay. So we'll need long sticks and probably some rope. Yeah, let's tear down this for logs and long sticks. Okay, awesome, awesome. So these are the logs. Let me just grab the logs first. Put them somewhere visible, like here. Then let me get the long sticks. There should be another one right here. And rope. 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 Alright, now we have our frame. Next, we'll put the roof. Okay, here. So either, yeah, long stick, rope, log, or just basic, you know, banana leaf or palm. So I'll just put palm leaves here. So it'll depend. So if, for example, you will be building it multiple stories. So for example, you have a second floor here or an upper level here, you'd want something that you can stand on. So it's either wood if you're nearby a forest that you can log, or bamboo if you're if you're closer to source of bamboo. But since we don't have to jump over on top of these, so we'll just use palm, which is available right here. All right. And put him there. I think that's not going to be enough. We'll need to chop down more. Yeah. So let's just get this other smaller palm. And fill it in. Awesome. Alright, now that will allow us to save our game. But we have our fire going here. We have a bunch of these blue mushrooms. So I'll just eat these for energy. There we go. Probably just one banana. If we eat meat, that'll give us energy and protein. I believe bird meat doesn't have fats. So we'll eat a nut. So we're almost full. We just need a bit of protein, but we're all good in terms of nutrition. So what I want to do is actually get the blueprints here in the other side. So that's our base there. Or that's basically where we're building our first base. And we go up here. Just be careful. Sometimes there are ants and stuff here. Oh, the tobacco plant.
Shit! Seriously?
Don't panic. We have tons of those. Okay. This is to upgrade our bandage. Just one. And I'll be getting our drying rack here. This bigger bonfire. We have a bunch of coconuts here that we'll take. And we'll use these sticks to replace our existing stone spear. So we'll craft this. And as you can see, very cheap, but the damage is the same as the stone spear. But it's easier to craft a lot of these things. So I'm crafting all of these three. As you can see, durability, the first one is 25. The second is 32% durability. And then the last one, if we craft another one here, we'll get much higher durability, so 38. Now there's a bow here. What did they? Oh, there we go. It's underground. So we can basically remove this bone knife. We don't need that. That's a bit redundant. We already have one, but we have now a bow that's 99%. I prefer using the bamboo bow. Just one of these sticks and the bamboo long stick and a rope. I prefer using that, but it's 99% durability and it's free, so why not? Okay, just grab them nuts and we'll go inside the cave here. Is it important to go inside this cave? Not that much, but just be careful of scorpions, and I believe there's a snake on the other side of this cave. But if you need stones, you got these there. If you need the water, you have water here. And basically we'll just be here for the blueprint of this shelter. There's a beef jerky. Let me get that. Sure. Let me take you. We're still good in weight. 45. Yeah. Let me just take that as well. And yeah, if you want to make more, if you want to craft more of these, just, you know, craft away. You have free ones right here. This one's 44%. Let me put it there. And like I mentioned, so if you put rope here, that's the bamboo bow. I prefer to use this. but it's the same as the bow. But as you can see, since the first time we crafted, it's 27%, and I believe you need to craft a lot more to reach the 99% durability of that bow. Actually, this should have been 100. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how to craft that bamboo bow. Okay, now you can scout this area more, look for herbs, resources, and stuff like that. But for me, let me just go ahead and go down here and let me check if the turtle is here. So just follow the river bank. Bird's nest kindling is always wanted. Oh, there's the turtle. Just poke him once. And this turtle as well is immortal. Unless you, like this, harvest a turtle. This is also one of the things that you can do. Oh, overburden. I don't need you. So what we'll do is we'll destroy that. We have coconut bowls here, but we have a bunch of coconuts here. Probably I'll just drop those. Stone. Drop 2. Craft that. Just 1. There we go. We have a bunch of charcoal. We can drop that there in our base, but let me just eat some of these. Oh, we have parasites because we're dirty. There we go. Got rid of the parasite. And we're good in weight. So I just don't want to cross the river haphazardly because there are piranhas in this river. So this is the shortest way without swimming, as you can see. So this is the shallowest part of the river. And then we are now back in our base. So next is we'll build... No, not you. Smoker. Yes, a bamboo smoker under here. We should be able to fit it under here, right? Or has it changed? Anyways, I hope that the fire underneath the smoker doesn't die if we put it out here, since you already have, like, if you build this, there are banana leaves here, should be able to protect our fire. Yeah, so for our initial fire here, let me just add some sticks to it. Feed the fire. Should be enough. Then let's put the tortoise meat here. Coconuts, probably let me just wash myself quickly here. Alright, so let me drink. Let me harvest. Let me harvest. Let me eat. Then drop. Drop. And tortoise shell drop. I will reserve those for good eats. I believe you get carbohydrates and fat from that, so let's harvest this. And as you see, they don't stack. That's why I always eat some of it instead. So now we have a bunch of coconut bowls here for our water source. Should be fine. Let me actually add a charcoal here. We have plenty. And drop some of the charcoal here. There. For weight management. We'll drop some of the coconuts here. So if you don't harvest it like this, the coconut flesh doesn't spoil. So that's why I'm keeping some of these here. Those are just like few tips or techniques that you want if you're starting the game for the first time. Or if you don't know, well, now you know. Just put the orange juice here. Okay. Now, we will need to get all of these bamboo sticks coming from that other side to this side to complete this. Basically, we'll build fire there and then we'll start hunting and put our meat here to be smoked. And since we're hunting for meat that will be smoking here, we'll get bones as well to make armor. And once we're fully armored up and smoked meats are ready, we can then start exploring more. But that's it for the first day of our survival mode here in Green Hell. It's already dawn, and I believe the sun is shining or is rising there already. And that's our first day. So next up, we'll build this and start hunting. So capybara spawns around this area here by the waterfalls. We can even get the caiman, but I like capybara meat more since they do have fats and protein more than the caiman. So we'll hunt the capybaras there, get their bones fully armored, and we might be able to start exploring by then. Oh, is the tortoise meat ready? Yep, cool. All right, perfect. So we'll end this episode here. And again, it's your boy, Roar Extreme, and I bid you adieu.